Well, last week we reached the tip of Cape York, the northernmost point of Australia, and a huge milestone for our family. But the adventure is far from over yet. This week it's warplane crash sites, incredible waterfalls, including one that we reckon you guys might not have heard of, and a couple of cracking free and low-cost camps along the way. But it's not all fun and games. The Cape roads are starting to bite back, and we've got a long way to go yet. After saying goodbye to Loyalty Beach, we turned our wheels south, back toward the Jardine. There's so much more to uncover in this region, and we know we'll be back one day to explore it properly. First stop on our journey home is a World War II plane wreck tucked just a few kilometres out of Bamaga. So this is a DC-3 wreck from the Second World War, so it crashed here on the 5th of May 1945. Had 7 people on board, they all perished. Some Australians, some US people as well. It was flying from Brisbane up to Papua New Guinea. Yeah, and this is as far as it made it. Interesting that it's facing south, so yeah, not sure how it crashed, but it's incredibly well preserved. Like you can even see the tyres underneath, the old landing gear, and like the engines are still here. Yeah, it's amazing how much it's still intact. Pretty sobering to be sort of somewhere like this where that many people lost their lives, and you know, some 80 years ago, but yeah, pretty cool to see. There's a lot of this World War II history up in the Cape, especially in this northern part of the Cape. But yeah, it's pretty cool to see it being preserved. It's a little bit run down, but it's still here. So yeah, good to see. There's no graffiti or anything on it that I've seen, which is nice to see, which is a bit of a change from the sort of stuff we see sometimes. After exploring the remnants of the wartime crash site near Bamaga, we crossed back over the Jardine ferry. With the northern tip behind us, we set our sights on something a little more tranquil, waterfalls. We were on the hunt for a campsite that would put us within reach of some of Australia's most iconic swimming holes, and the kind that you dream about when planning a trip like this.
Officially have the van on the telly track.
For about 50 metres.
I feel like it's just that season, hey? Like, yeah, there's a busy section.
Yeah, it must have been just the tail. Like when we came through last time, when we did the telly track, there would have been at least a dozen vans in here. And now there's only 2 down the bottom there.
Well, welcome to our new backyard. We're in a gravel pit off the old telly track. The wicked spot. Room for like 100 vans here if you wanted to. So this is going to be us for the next couple of nights while we go explore the waterfalls. But holy moly, it is scorching. And we're no longer on a powered site, so we're going to be more frugal with the air conditioning, which is going to be a shock to the system. That drive, I swear, the corrugations on the way back, just after that like bulk bit of traffic that's come through, I reckon they're at least 40% worse than what we went through on the way up. It was just those last set of corrugations, they were wild. Yeah, one of the blinds has definitely come off, the one near our bed, and the one that Simon fixed with the silicone has popped in one corner, so we'll just have to fix them. Other than that, pretty good. Now the trick is open everything with care and hope that you packed everything well, especially the fridge. Looks like I have a beetroot mess to clean up as well, but that is definitely after the iced coffee. Oh man, all right. Oh, I love travel, love it so much. Actually, it's actually not that bad. If this is the worst thing that happens, the blind comes off, beetroot leaked through the fridge, washing to hang out when I get here. There are worse things to be doing.
Thought I'd just pop in and fix your window blind for you.
You're a good husband. You're getting pretty good at it by now.
Yeah, got it down to a fine art.
It's these windows. These are the windows we had in the old zone too. They did the same
they're
thing.
different.
Oh, they're different, are they?
Yeah, but they're the same as the ones we had in the lone hybrid, and we never had this issue, so I don't really know. Why? Well, maybe, I don't know. The roads up here are rougher than anything we did in that lone one though.
Oh.
I know we did some rough stuff, but it wasn't like high speed.
It wasn't high speed corrugations.
Yeah.
It was low speed corrugations, but more of them. Oh.
This is how you get silicone everywhere. You touch it and you don't realise, and then you touch something else and you don't realise, and then you... Alright, let's get this on.
Alright, sorry camera, you're going down. What do you need?
I'm just trying to line, you got to line all the clips up simultaneously. No, stop. I need a torch or something, I can't see anything. Right, I think we're in. That's good, because that'll give it some time for the silicone to dry before we drive again. How dusty these are. That's the problem there, is we're going to want to pull them off again in 6 months to wash the fly screens.
We'll have to do it the long way.
Yeah. Rightio, beer time. Well, here we are at the turn-off to Elliot and Twin Falls. What do you think of the new singlet, by the way? Got this at the croc tent the other day. As you can tell by my shoulders, don't wear singlets very often. Might have to keep this one on for a bit and get a bit of sun on these shoulders, get rid of the white. look like I've been living in a fridge. Anyway, we are here at one of the main junctions. So behind me, back that way, Bramwell Junction on the Bamaga Road. That'll take you back that way. So that's south, back towards Bamaga Road. Then that way is the bypass road, northern bypass road, that'll continue up to the tip, up to Jardine Ferry, that takes you over to Bamaga itself and to the rest of the tip. Now, if we continue up here, which is where we're going to go today, up the Old Telegraph Track, that's how you access Twin Falls, which is a day use area only, and Eliot and Twin Falls, which there is a campground there. Not particularly caravan friendly from what we've heard, and we have decided to instead camp at a gravel pit up the road. Now, you'll see a lot of people behind me here leave their vans parked up on the side of the main road here while they day trip in. There is also a little gravel pit area over here where people are either camping or leaving their vans for the day. There is also a smallish sort of cleared area over behind me here, just near the junction. It's only about 50 metres off the main road, and there's probably room in there for 4 or 5 caravans, pretty tight in there to camp up, but you're right near the dusty highway that gets plenty of traffic. So our preference is to go to the gravel pit down the road, tucked off the highway on a sealed section of the main road, of the Bamaga Road, and it's nice and tucked out of the way and heaps of room in there. But here we are, we're going to head in, go and check out a couple of the spots we missed. If you've been watching our videos, you'll know we missed these on the way up and skipped them to give ourselves something to do on the way home. Are you ready, my wifey? I'm so ready. It's pretty warm. The humidity's setting in. Lunchtime's the time to be in the water, and I'm really excited about this one. It's just, I don't know, when something's been talked up and hyped up, I'm trying to curb my expectations, but I'm excited to go for a swim either way. All right, here we are. That was a very short drive in, and there is trailer parking here, and you could easily tow in here if you wanted to, but then if you want to go and do Elliot and Twin Falls as well, you're gonna have to unhitch. So I can see why people are leaving their vans out there if they're just day tripping in to see everything. But anyway, let's go and see what Twin Falls. Makes sense. It's a bit confusing, isn't it?
It's a bit confusing, but you can swim here just between the waterfalls, and that's for freshwater crocs, okay?
We hope.
We hope. They open up, they have like a sweet little nectar in there.
Nestled deep in the Jardine River country, Twin Falls is one of Cape York's most iconic swimming spots, and for good reason. Fed by the crystal clear waters of Elliot Creek, these falls flow year-round. Despite being a well-known swimming spot, you might have seen the crocodile warning signs posted nearby. And for travellers like us, that contradiction can be confusing. The signage is a legal precaution, I guess, but it's not always a clear guide. We've had plenty of comments on past videos asking how to judge if a spot is safe to swim, and honestly, it's not always straightforward. That's why we rely on local knowledge, official advice, and a healthy dose of caution. Here at Twin Falls, the consensus is clear, and it's one of a few places in Cape York where swimming is considered safe. Oh, this is a great spot with kids. It's nice and shallow, you can walk in most of it. A little bit hectic up near the waterfall, but down here the kids are having a blast. The water's perfect. Not too many people here either, like it's busy, but it's not flat out, not as busy as I thought it was going to be. Yeah, I'll go get your soap. After a long stretch of red dust and corrugations, it's the perfect place to cool off, reset and let the kids go wild. Ah, well, that was awesome. That was a lovely fresh swim. That was a bit of fun getting in behind the waterfall there. Liz wasn't too keen, but that current is full on. You can take the other boardwalks above the falls, and there's some nice little shallow swimming holes up there where the current is much less severe. But that being said, let's go check out Elliot and Twin Falls. And a little secret little spot that I reckon most people don't go to that we're going to go and check out as well. We'll see you there. From here, the road starts to change and the gravel gives way to something rougher and less highway looking. It's more of a four-wheel drive track from here, and it's the same section of the Old Telegraph Track that we actually tackled a few episodes ago.
Oh, he's angry. Little snake.
Little snake, he just dropped out of the tree in front of us. It's a fun drive, but as the ruts deepened and the track narrowed, we were pretty glad we'd left the caravan safely back at the gravel pit.
What's your verdict? Are you glad you didn't bring the van?
Yeah, it's not caravan friendly. Maybe a little hybrid, like if you had like a little single axle hybrid, but yeah, it's pretty, the track's in pretty ordinary condition. Yeah, I wouldn't bring my van in here, and I'd take my van to some, a lot of places most people wouldn't probably take a van, so yeah.
29 is the largest side, isn't it?
Yeah, 29's a big one. There's a few big ones, but it's hard to get a booking as well, so you don't often have much choice. And yeah, I mean, it's fine as a campground. There's nothing super special, but the fact that you're walking distance to the falls is a big plus. And anyway, we're here now. Let's go have a check out of Elliot and Twin Falls and try and find this secret little spot that we've heard about. Just off the Old Telegraph Track lies a pair of waterfalls that need no introduction, Eliot and Twin Falls. They're the crown jewels of Cape York's swimming spots. Clear water, shaded banks and a natural spa carved into stone. Elliot Falls in particular is something truly special. The way the water fans out over the rock ledge, the deep plunge pool below, it's easily one of the prettiest and most unique waterfalls we've ever seen.
Just wondering how you get in and how you get out. Because even if you just jump off the side and get in, you're still gonna get out.
Well, how about this for a spot, eh? What a mad little spot this is. So, if you're like me, you've probably seen dozens or at least a handful of YouTube videos covering off Elliot and Twin Falls, but it's one of those places, once you get here, there's so much more to explore than what you see on most videos. You'll see a lot of people jumping off the cliffs here into the water hole, and we'll get around the corner soon to Twin Falls, and there's plenty of good swimming spots there you see, but even just now we're just walking upstream of the main falls and there's all these little holes to explore. You can wander all the way up. I don't reckon too many people go up there. We'll check that one out, but yeah, it's just a magic little spot. I reckon this would be a good little spot for you boys to have a swim. You can get up there and float down with that current.
And then stop where it gets shallow again.
Yeah, when you get to the end there, you can just stop. You walk up. Yeah, walk. No, don't swim up because you'll be strong. The current. Just walk up with Harrison, and you can float back down. It's the kind of place where the corrugations, the dust and the long hours behind the wheel fade from memory, almost like they're being washed downstream. Phew, that's mad. How good is that? Okay, that is Elliot Falls done. We're going to have for a wander now down to Twin Falls. Yeah, lads. This is a good spot, eh?
Fantastic. And that's
Fantastic.
That's how warm the water is.
Yeah, that little bit's warm because it's sitting in the sun. It's nice and shallow. Cool, eh?
Cool. I like this one. This one feels much safer than the last one where the kids wanted to jump off the waterfall and I was like, no.
While most people stop here and call it a day, there is another spot nearby, one that doesn't get the same attention, just a quiet track that leads to something special. Well, this is our last little bonus spot here. This is the Saucepan, which I don't know, I haven't really seen much before of. I don't know if many people come here. That being said, it's probably one of the busiest places we've been to today. There's heaps of people here. But anyway, it's a nice little bonus spot, beautiful spot here. Not well signposted at all. You got to go back through the campground and then you come back from there. But from the main car park, you won't see any signposts for it. But a beautiful little spot all the same, very similar to the other ones. Nice big deep hole there we've been jumping in. A lot of fun, but the sun is getting low, the day is getting on. When we came through here on our way up the Telly track, it was really, really busy because it was school holidays. So there was a lot more traffic in general and a lot more vans and stuff about. We found a cool little spot tucked right up the back here out of the gravel. It's almost like a perfect little bush camp. It's about 10 minutes. Just under 10 minutes from the turn off to the Elliot Falls and Fruitbat Falls. So this is the prime spot, I reckon, to base yourself, to go and explore Eliot and Twin Falls if you've got a caravan in tow. Tomorrow we're gonna continue on and head out to Weipa, I think is the plan. I don't know if we'll make it all that way tomorrow, but that's the plan. We missed Weipa on the way up, so we're gonna duck in there. We're gonna pick up some schoolwork for the kids. They get their schoolwork posted out to them, so I've got to go pick some of that up and get a few supplies, get a bit of a top up, because we're not going to go back to Cairns. We're going to head back down through inland. I think we're going to try and, my plan is to try and get through Normanton, sort of Currumbin way, and check that out. But that's all coming up. For now, we're going to knock up a quick dinner. So we're going to do one of these, our favourite pre-marinated chicken, boneless split chicken, for a quick and easy dinner, nice lazy one. And we're going to do some potato chips, scallop potato, in the air fryer. So we're just air frying them off first, and then I'll chuck this chicken on the grill. Nice, quick, easy. Not that healthy, but it'll do. Can't have everything. I reckon it's been a month since we did a proper grocery shop. We've done a few top-up shops, but it's been a while. Oh yeah, they look good. Yeah. The supermarket at Bamaga, Liz said, was not particularly well stocked or big.
Not for fruit and veg.
Yeah, for fruit and veg, which is mainly what we needed to top up on, was fresh fruit and veg. Yeah, we're able to get milk and a few things, but yeah, not a heap. So anyway, we'll be in Weipa in a couple of days and stock up there. Chicken and chips, boys?
Yeah.
Happy days. Righto, that's dinner sorted. We're gonna rip in, tuck in for an early night. See you guys tomorrow. So we're having issues with the awning this morning. It's just something's out, and can't really, just mucked around with it for 20 minutes trying to figure it out, but it's just not pulling straight, or it's just not pulling one side in enough to really tighten it up.
So one side's rattling lots, like it's quite loose on one side.
Well, one arm isn't going all the way home, like it's just not quite going all the way home. So we've just zip tied it for now.
That's not going anywhere.
I can't figure out what it is, or there's just no adjustment in it. Like I was hoping I could just crank that side on a bit more in the barrel or something, but I don't know. If there is a way to do it, I can't figure it out. Anyway, let's get on the road. The next morning, we rattled our way down a couple of hours of classic Cape York corrugations, retracing our steps towards Weipa and a shopping list longer than the PDR itself. But before we hit town, we pulled into a cracking little donation camp just an hour shy of Weipa on the PDR. With a big dam, it was beautifully quiet and a whole lot more peaceful than the 76 on a dirt road. That one's funny. Cattle grid was heaps smoother than the road.
That's not that funny.
No,
it's a true story.
It's true though.
The cattle grid.
Oh, my cattle grid, no. Not that bumpy compared to what we've just done.
This is Yorktown Stations, am I right?
Yeah, it's called Yorktown Station and it's $2 donation for camping here and it's on the dam here. It's pretty good.
Certainly stayed in less appealing places for $2.
For a lot more than $2.
Yeah. How's the handbrake, dog?
Yeah, I still pull the handbrake on even though it does absolutely nothing. Since we did the tele track, the handbrake is less useful than useless, which is what it was before. Do you want Koopy on yours, dear?
Always. Just a smidge though. Oh, did you get spicy sauce?
Spread it with my special spreader finger.
Oh yeah.
Spicy sauce?
Always.
Yeah. I'm not too loud.
Now, you're gonna eat, do you want both your burgers on one wrap or you?
Nah, just one.
Just one?
I think the structural integrity requires one. Oh, you put the cheesy on it. The cheesier. Oh my god, the kids have been putting E on the end of everything.
It's double cheese. Alright, sauce onto tomato. Tomato and sauce onto pickle. This is the old quadrant wrap cheeseburger. Give it a good squish. Get all the juices flowing. There you are, my dear.
You're a good egg. Last time you did this, the burgers were still raw. So I'm a little bit nervous.
I've learnt my lesson. Are they cooked?
They're cooked.
Is it tasty? Okay. Everything's going to be okay.
Everything's going to be okay. $2 campsite. Can't complain.
And they said that we're just gonna go down.
So Weipa here is well known for, or the reason it's kind of here and is so big is bauxite mining. And interestingly, it's the largest deposit of bauxite known in the world. So plenty of bauxite here, which as far as I know is used to make a few things, but primarily it's for aluminium, making of aluminium metals. All right, that's job one ticked off. They finally found our parcel. It was buried up the back somewhere, I'm guessing. I don't know. She asked me 15 times what my name was. It didn't change.
That's the term 3 schoolwork package.
That's schoolwork for the lads. There you go, boys. Have fun with that.
That'll be the most boring stuff I ever wanted.
All right, we're gonna get fuel, beer, groceries, coffee beans. All right, groceries done. That was the big job. Just got to get fuel on the way out of town. We got coffee beans. That's vital. Sadly, the cafe wouldn't sell us coffee beans. They're running short themselves. So we had to go with supermarket beans. which is a bit sad, but considering where we are, we're not doing too badly. We're still having pretty decent coffee every morning. So the car is absolutely loaded. Just spent another 750 bucks on groceries. It's been 4 weeks since we did a major shop. And yeah, look, we've done a couple of little top-ups at Thursday Island and Bamaga and places, but only really fresh fruit and veg, what we could get anyway. But yeah, that's a proper stock up now for at least another 3 or 4 weeks. Prices in the supermarket, really, really good overall. Meat was decent price, fruit and veg was decent, all the sort of normal stuff. It seemed like normal prices, like all the dairy and stuff seemed like normal sort of Woolies prices. So yeah, good little shop here. So it's a Woolies here in Weipa. We're just gonna smash down a pie if the flies don't eat it first, and then get back to the van, get all these groceries put away, and then hit the road. Let's do it. Oh no, that's Weipa done for us. We're out of here. We're gonna go back and pick up the van from Yorkdown Station at that little camp where we stayed last night, and then keep heading down the PDR back down towards Archer River and Cohen. Jamesy's got a birthday in a couple of days, so we're gonna get him somewhere. He wants somewhere he can swim, so we're gonna go check out the Archer River camp. If that one's no good, we'll keep going to the Cohen South Bend where we stayed on the way up. There was a good little swimming spot there. So there's heaps to explore on this side of the Cape, in and around Weipa and north of Weipa. We don't have time for that this trip. That's going to be on our to-do list next time we come up the Cape, because we've completely fallen in love with the Cape, and yeah, we're definitely going to be back. So that one will just stay on the to-do list for us, as will Chili Beach, another highly recommended spot that a lot of you guys have recommended we go and check out Chili Beach. At the moment, it's really, really difficult to get a booking there. It's a national park campground. You've got to book. There's not many other options out there to camp. There is one other private camp, but other than that, there's not much. So I don't really want to drive all the way out there and risk not getting a site, because I can't get one online. Everyone's telling me there's a lot of ghost bookings out there, ghost campers, essentially people booking and then not using the bookings, and that you're right to just rock up. But I don't know, it's a long way to drive. It's a couple of hours drive to find out you got nowhere to camp. It'd be a pretty ordinary way for the young lad to spend his birthday. So Chili Beach is going to be on the to-do list for us again when we come back some other time, but for now it's time to get south. Bragger. You didn't even get the sign.
I did.
Let's go. I do need to do a wee, so I'm just going to stay here for a minute.
It's a little bit of an overshare, darling. I'm going to move now.
Oh, it's too late.
I think it's time